everybody, and welcome to another edition of the Surprise Cast. In today's episode, I'll describe an example of the sense-making process that goes on instantly during a moment of surprise. Now, one morning I woke up at 9:30. What? I haven't slept that late in over a decade. What does this mean? I mentally scanned the prior day looking for anomalies. I worked out yesterday, but it wasn't particularly more strenuous. I didn't stay up later than I usually do. I didn't consume anything unusual. My brain suddenly recalled what my doctoral advisor had told me 3 decades earlier. When you finish a major project, you often crash physically, as if all the exhaustion piled up until you'd finished. I completed a chapter yesterday. That must be it. I went downstairs to make some coffee and found my spouse in the kitchen. I said, "Wow, I haven't slept in this late for over a decade. It's 9:35. I must be more exhausted than I thought." She laughed. "What are you talking about? It's only 7:30. I had set my timer the evening before to time a project that I was working on. I had forgotten to stop the timer mode and put it back to the watch mode. The 9:30 indicated elapsed time, not current time. I hadn't actually slept in. It was an ordinary morning." This story illustrates the cognitive process that takes place during a moment of surprise. We search for meaning to make sense of it. My apparent late morning surprised me, and I needed to make sense of it. I actually moved through the entire surprise-discernment-reflection process in a moment. The brain always looked for immediate causes first. Accordingly, my mind instinctively reviewed the prior day, including experiences and diet. When it didn't find anything extraordinary, it came up with something my advisor had told me 3 decades earlier, and I hadn't thought of since. That's a pretty efficient brain. But before I congratulate myself on my brain efficiency, I should probably also note that this same brain was easily fooled by forgetting to change the watch mode. If I had actually slept into 9:30, I would have settled on the "I must have been exhausted from my writing" idea. It would have been wrong, but it would have been accepted because it solved my surprise. We tend to believe the first solution that solves our surprise. I'm Dr. Michael Rousell, and thanks for watching another edition of the Surprise Cast.